Hello and welcome to another bite-sized training by DevBite. Today, we're going to be talking about how to rank in Google Maps. And before we really dive into the training, there's a few things that I want to go over to lay the groundwork, if you will. And the first is that to rank in Google Maps, obviously you have to have a physical address. And the closer to this center of the city that your physical address is, the better shot you're going to have at ranking. Also, there's no longer a 5-pack. There's only 3 spots. And if you're not familiar with what I'm referring to, back not too terribly long ago, whenever you do a search for a local business, there would be 5 maps listings that would show up. Now there's only 3, and to complicate it even more, the ads are coming. And in some locations, Google already has ads running. And there's a really good chance that over the next year or so, that it's going to be rolled out everywhere. And what I'm referring to is in some locations, whenever you do a search for a local business, that 3-pack of maps listings that's showing up, the top spot is now an ad, meaning that there's only 2 organic listings that are showing up, making it much more competitive. So with that in mind, it's really important as it becomes more competitive that you understand how to rank in Google Maps. So why is it important to rank in Google Maps? Well, you probably already know a lot of this. This is probably review material more than anything, but the vast majority of consumers research online before buying, and that includes local. Before anybody's going to do business with you, the vast majority of consumers, according to different reports, over 90%, as high as 98% of consumers will research online before doing any business with you. And consumers trust online reviews nearly as much as word of mouth. So what that means is that since over 90% of people are going to research you online before they decide to do any business with you, they're going to see these reviews online. And if you have anything less than a 4-star rating, it can absolutely crush your business. So that's why it's critical that you're ranking in the maps, because whenever somebody's searching online, they're going to look at the business listings that are there, and if somebody has a really high rating, they're going to use that business. And then even if somebody's just researching your business, it's important that you have at least a 4-star or higher rating. So the 3 important factors that I want to talk about today, and there are more than just these 3, but these are arguably the 3 most critical factors, are reviews, getting citations, and building links. Now, it's worth noting that reviews are not the be-all, end-all of ranking in the maps. It's a common theory out there that he who has the most reviews is going to rank, and that's just simply not the case. In fact, if you were to do a handful of searches for different local businesses, you would likely find that oftentimes businesses that have the most reviews are not in the A spot, and sometimes they're not even showing up in the 3-pack. Now, they are important, but they're not the be-all, end-all. And as far as citations goes, what we like to do is research and copy our competitor citations. Now, if you're not familiar with what a citation is simply another business listing very similar to what your Google Maps listing is. So, for example, if you have a business listing on Yahoo or Yelp or Angie's List, and the list goes on. Now, it's important whenever you're building out these citations, these other business listings, that you keep your business name, your address, and your phone number the same across the board. So, you want to keep those identical so that way you're getting credit for those citations. Now, by research and copy your competitor citations, what we're referring to is what we do on our end when we're working with a client is we will take the top 3 maps listings and we will see where their citations are coming from. And what we like to do is first we'll try to find the common citation sources. So if there's a certain citation, let's say Yahoo, that all 3 businesses ranking in the maps are listed on, then we want to make sure to be there as well. And so over time, the idea is that wherever the top 3 guys are listed, we want to be listed there as well. And finally, another important factor And this is not just important for ranking in the maps, but it's important for ranking outside of the maps listings as well. And that is building links to your website. And back in the day, you could just throw a bunch of links at your website. Unfortunately, that just doesn't work anymore. There's so many different factors that you have to consider. So it's important that you keep in mind that it's not just the quantity of links, but link quality matters as well. So you can outrank a competitor who has, even if they have a bunch of links, if they have a bunch of bad links pointing to their website. And part of what we do whenever we work with our clients, again, is we go out and we do quality link building, meaning that we get links on sites that already have a lot of trust with Google. And again, not only is that going to help your maps rankings, but it's going to help your ranking organically as well. So that's it for this bite-sized training. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit our website or give us a call at 780-445-4359.